Bonjour, je suis not manly, ici le voyage d'espace, je ne sais quoi. Welcome to Tam, the smallest object in the system, and the second moon of Eeloo, a mere 27 kilometers across, and I'm measuring this thing in nanokerbins. Surface gravity is almost non-existent. A day is well over 1200 hours and it is tidally locked with Eeloo, and its inclination is just slightly less than that of Celeste, so watch out if you're transferring from Celeste to Tam. Delta V is, well, ridiculous. If you can get out to Eeloo, you can get out to Tam and pick up a few extra biomes of science, much like Edna and Dak. And much like Dak, it is a decent place to visit too. There are some breathtaking views of cliffs and the inner system, and of course there's that bonus science from the Eeloo system. The problem is, well, like I said, the gravity is kind of ridiculous, so like Gilly and Dak, forget about rovers. It only has a moderate science multiplier for its 5 biomes and no scannable objects, but at least some biome love was put into here because there are some small craters and pockmarks. When we last left our heroes, Valentina, Bob, and Doug Kerman, they were in orbit above Celeste, getting ready to head out to Tam. Now, Tam is directly behind us, so all we gotta do is just get into the warp drive's safe range away from Celeste, and we should just be able to just pop out there without costing too much in Delta V to close orbit once we get out there. So we'll just do a quick hop, skip, and a jump, or so I thought anyway. There we go. I don't know why, but the warp drive kind of got stuck at this altitude, so I just kind of revved it up for a little bit, and then I said, wait a minute, what's going on here? Well, I tried again, and then, whoops. That's Tam right there. So yeah, we turn this thing around and get closer to Tam, and I have to admit, I'm getting a bit impatient with this thing. So I'm creeping up on Tam slowly but surely, thinking, hey, I can always regenerate my exotic matter. I must have leaned on the wrong key or something, because as I got within low space above Tam, well, that happened. Oops. Anyway, we tried this again. I just, warped right through Tam. I don't know how I did that, but I did it. Anyway, I figured, okay, that's close enough. So I close orbit using old Boom Boom, and then I try to set up a polar orbit above Tam. Again, I want to look for scannable objects or anomalies, and with any luck I will find something. Since this is also modeled off the Moho template, there should be at least one random monolith out here, if nothing else. And there we go. Take a look at this beauty. If you didn't know better, this could have been one of the larger asteroids in the Je ne sais quoi system. They do make some pretty big asteroids, but none of them have a gravitational field like Tam does. And there we go. Polar orbit, about 20 kilometers up. Come on, there we go. I do eventually find something up in the northern highlands there. Although, as I found out, that was not it. I had trouble locating this thing. Yeah, Tam object. Not quite. You'll find out in a bit what kind of trouble I run into here. We separate out the rover, we send Valentina and Bob Kerman down to the surface of this thing. And, well, we're not going to actually do much driving around on the surface, but that's okay. We do have translational thrusters, and we have that one spark liquid fuel engine to get us around. Kinda like Gilly, I pretty much pointed us in the direction of the target marker there, hoping to find the anomaly. Come on, come on. There we go. But yeah, as I found out, that was not it. Even so, we'll get a nice zoom-in shot of Tam as we approach for our landing. Although landing might be a bit of a stretch, probably more like it's docking or scratching the surface or something. Anyway, if it looks like Dak, well, I have a sneaky feeling they used a very similar model, or just like Dak, they used an asteroid model for this. It does look really good. There are no terrain seams on the north or south poles. and it's a kind of a nice place to put around on. But yeah, I'm pretty close there, and I can't see anything aside from sheer cliffs. Oh well. We'll at least bring this thing down to a stop, and take a look around with our headlights, see if we can find anything out here. Come on, Val, find something. Yeah, we're not finding anything. And the Octo 2 is almost useless for finding anomalies, so I still don't find it here either. We end up picking a nearby spot to try to land this thing, and then we'll try to get Doug to scan the surface again, see if we can't get a better view of this area. There we go. There's a bit of a ledge there that we can touch down on. Come on there, Val, you know how to fly this thing. You can see little biomes in there. You see pockmarks and craters. Not very big areas, but we'll be able to suss them out and get some extra science. Come on, we can touch this thing down, right? Dun dun dun. Touchdown. We at least got some surface science off the highlands, while we're waiting for Doug to get his scans back in order. So meanwhile, back at the main mission craft, Doug realizes his mistake. The object in question was in the Midlands, not in the Highlands. So we're just going to try to get centered there. We'll try to get as close to the object as we can. Then we'll mark it on the map and hopefully have a better luck of finding this thing. We're zoomed in as much as we can without pretty much going right down to the surface ourselves. So when I mark this thing and I take a look on the map, yeah, we're quite a ways off there. Let's get rid of that other one. Okay, so hopefully we have a better idea of where this is, and with Bob at the controls, he's going to get us over there. Also get us some gravioli science there. Over this ridge, I hope. As it turned out, we weren't all that far. It's just that we couldn't see anything through this hill. I think that's... Yep, there it is. Little black speck over there in the distance. Good job there, Doug, for finding it the second time, and good job, Bob, getting us out here. Ooh, it's a nice little flat spot to land on, too. We'll take that. Again, this is one of the random monoliths, and again, because this was modeled off of Moho, it's one of the non-stock worlds, we don't get a science bonus for it, but hey, that's okay. We're not exactly hurting for science anymore. Still, finding this thing is an achievement in and of itself. There you go, Bob. Set us down and then we'll go plant a flag on it. Touchdown! And with that, we get a little bit of science done and we get Bob out there. And then we send Valentina out there also for a selfie and for planting our flag. And there we go. Way to go, guys! There's Bob, all proud of himself. Not bad, Bob, not bad at all. We do a quick jaunt over to the other side where we touch down on the lowlands, and we get a gorgeous view of these cliffs and of the inner system once again. If you thought it looked good above Dak, well, check out this view. We'll get Val out here as well. You know, Bob, you take me out to the nicest places, you know that? Anyway, we try to get up to the very tippy top of this thing, see if we can't get to the highest peak above Tam here. If this isn't exactly the highest peak, but at least it's in the sunshine, and we can get a good view of the inner system from up here. There we go. There are no scannable objects on the surface, like I said. I'm not sure why Gilly had a ridgeline that we could scan when I couldn't find anything on Gilly itself. Oh well. Perhaps some biome and scannable object love is due for these guys. Here's the inner system, Jewel up in the top left, and again, Duna, and so on and so forth. There's the mission craft, the main mission craft, and we're just going to head straight out there. We got Val in the pilot seat now, and we're going to get this thing safely on its way. There we go. Plenty of maneuvering here. Bye-bye, Tam. Nice place to visit, but I don't think you'd want to set up a base out here. And a short flight later, we rendezvous with the main mission craft, do a simple docking, strutting up, refueling, and getting ready to land on Elu after this. We'll finally make use of that extra service module for this rover to touch down on Elu safely. And it's too bad we can't bring this rover back. We're going to lose that docking port junior in the next episode, so it'll have to stay on Elu. Oh well. And there we go. A quick dock, strutting up and refueling, and we're going to head back to low Elu orbit in the next episode. Until then, I'm not manly. Fly safe.